Detective work by more than 100 health experts has tracked down the source of the bacteria that caused Legionnaires Disease at the Social Security building in Richmond. The bacteria was in the cooling towers. They supply water for air conditioning, for heating. Experts are flushing the system with chlorine, but they still don't know when employees will be allowed back to work. Channel 7's East Bay Bureau Chief Marty Gonzalez joins us now with the latest from Richmond. Marty?
Well, late this afternoon, health experts did confirm one more case of Legionnaires' disease among the dozen or so workers who came down with pneumonia in the past couple of months. That brings the total now to 7 confirmed. 3 more are listed as probable. Meanwhile, the 1,200 workers who called this building home at least part of the day found out today that there's still no word on when their building will be judged safe and when it will be reopened. Social Security workers got together for the first time since Thursday. At the top of the agenda, a moment of silence for Rosalind Sheffield, the 37-year-old maintenance worker who died of Legionnaires' disease.
Thank you.
Then the union president warned administrators that workers won't stand for an inadequate cleanup.
We've watched that building deteriorate over the years with an inadequate ventilation system that we all know about. And it's time that we get it all fixed. And now we're going to have the money to do it.
Social Security Director Gwen King was the voice of reassurance.
What we are doing here this week is charting the course. Hopefully a course that will lead us to a better understanding of what we must do to protect our employees.
Then it was the workers' turn to separate truth from gossip.
How safe is the drinking water in that building?
We are testing the drinking water as well. We think it's a very unlikely source of disease.
It went on like that for over an hour, to mixed reviews.
They helped me out a lot because I was really stressed out, really.
Until I see some results, I'm not gonna, I'm not going back in that building. That's the bottom line.
Acknowledging the adage that actions speak louder than words, Social Security is now offering free blood tests for any employee who wants one. Millions of Social Security recipients here in the West count on the activities that go on in this building. What happens when those activities are curtailed? For those answers, we go down to Channel 7's Laura Marquez.
Well, ever since this building has been shut down, the word from management to people who receive Social Security benefits has been, don't worry, you will continue to get your checks. A backup plan has been put in place. But today was the first day that mail addressed to this building was open since the building shut down on Thursday. Thousands of pieces of mail have come in during that time because Friday and Monday are the heaviest mail days here. Well, this afternoon, managers, not mail clerks, went through the mail at a former Macy's building that is now leased by the Social Security Administration and is about 2 blocks from here.
These are our stacks of claims, one of them that we're sending out. We've got many of these stacks. Many of these stacks.
Managers from Richmond's Social Security Administration Center opened the mail that's stacked up for the last 3 days. 14 of these tubs were filled. But this afternoon, about 50 managers went through all but one of the tubs. Tomorrow, they'll prioritize the mail and then send it to other Social Security centers for processing.
We want to get the people paid on time and the right amount. That's our main goal.
Management says Richmond's SSA Center handles 4.5 million Social Security numbers from the 12 western states. The regional commissioner says the building's closure will not disrupt service.
There are some things, workloads that ordinarily happen in a processing center that very frankly are transparent to the public. The bottom line is they don't know whether we're doing them or not. And those things are the kinds of things that we will have to backlog and we'll have to get back on top of and work overtime and that kind of thing when we get back.
The bulk of the work done at the Richmond building is on computers, and that's been rerouted to other centers across the country in Philadelphia, Birmingham, and Chicago.
Well, I'm sure we're creating somewhat of a burden on the other processing centers in order for them to take up this slack for us. And if it were to go on a long-term basis, we couldn't do this for months. But certainly 1-2 weeks, those kinds of things we can handle.
Much of the mail that comes into this building will be diverted to other centers, but there will be staff available every day to sort through the mail. It may not just be managers, though, because today at this morning's meeting, this form was available for workers to take, and it asked them to fill it out. It's asking for volunteers to work not only at the former Macy's building, but at other Social Security offices. Ever since the 1,200 workers have been sent home, they have been placed on paid administrative leave.
All right, Laura Marquez and Marty Gonzalez in Richmond.